another episode of Hood Games. I'm your host, the 40-year-old gamer, and today I want to talk about there's a lot of drama going on in the gaming industry right now. And if you most likely a casual gamer, you don't really pay attention to what's going on in the gaming industry. You just, like me back in the days, you just looking for what new games is coming out and when they coming out. Now I'm gonna say this, man. PlayStation is down bad right now. They are really down bad, but they can bounce back though. I'm gonna be real with you, man. All these companies gotta do, man, and this is coming from Hood Games, man. All these companies gotta do is, just like Xbox did, make an app, like Game Pass, make an app for your games. And what you do is, it don't matter what system you put them on. You could put it on PlayStation, you could put it on Nintendo, whatever, the app. And in order for people to play Xbox games, they have to create an account with that app. That means they have to create an account with Microsoft, they got to create an account with Sony, or they got to create an account with Nintendo. That is the future we are going in, man. No matter what it don't matter where that app is at, no matter what platform it's on or whatever, the future we are going into is when you make an account on that app, it don't matter if you're playing it on PlayStation or not. All that data is going back to Xbox. And same for PlayStation. It don't matter if the PlayStation app is on Xbox, all that data is going back to PlayStation. You have to create an account with Xbox. You have to create an account with Nintendo. You have to create an account with PlayStation in order to play the games, no matter where that app is at. PlayStation or Xbox is getting all the credit when they when they put Game Pass and it's on PlayStation, it's on Nintendo. Guess what? If you want to play Xbox games, no matter where the app is at, you have to create an Xbox account and you have to sign in to Game Pass. You have to pay for Game Pass or whatever. Or you got to pay for PlayStation, whatever, Nintendo Forever, PlayStation Plus, Xbox Eco, or Xbox Game Pass. That to me, that's just where I see the future going right now. So, without further ado, like y'all already know, man, when I talk, I don't like to talk too long, man. I'm not too comfortable with talking too long in front of this camera, man. So, yeah, there's a lot of drama going on in the gaming industry. Basically, I decided to take a break from the social media and I went game shopping. And I've been playing games. But that's what I do. I play games. So I've been playing the game. So if you ain't seen no video, yes, I've been kind of putting a video together, but I'm playing games, man. I'm really into trying to beat my games, man, when I play them now. And not just make them back catalog games, man, that I need to finish or I need to beat or whatever, I'm looking past that. Like, I'm just trying to beat my games right off the bat, man, whatever I'm playing. But that's another conversation for another video, man. Let's get into all this drama that's going on in the gaming industry for 2024.
He got paid.
So what's going on with Rick?
Let people talk. I'm not even going to go on Twitter. Let people take my private messages on Facebook, 8-Bit Eric, and leak them. And that's it.
Wow, what's going on, Rich?
Dude, I may actually restart my Facebook. Please, no one take it personal.
Why?
Yeah, I could have just let the dust settle. I fucked up. But I was angry.
Shitstorm coming out right now. I've been trying to avoid making this video. I've actually been talking to Jay Hoof the last couple days about this situation because there's been some things about this whole Review Tech no longer having Jay Hoof as his editor situation that just didn't sit by with me, especially when I'm seeing on Twitter things praising JKB, but then on Facebook you see this message right here from Richard on his Facebook. It says, I need to be able to afford my rent. Proceeds to buy parts to upgrade the gaming PC I gave him. And dude got paid by me on top of that. I guess money magically floated out of thin air. Miracles do happen. Man, oh man, get fucked, my boy. So clearly this is reference to JKB having his live streams recently where he had money come in from donations. And for whatever reason, Review Tech posted this on his Facebook and deleted it right after shortly. This was dropped in JKB's Discord. I'll leave a link to the Discord down below. This comes after a couple of weeks of uncertainty with what's going on with the whole situation. JKB is one of my close personal friends. I'm immensely close to him. I talk to him almost on a near daily basis. Known him for years. I've known him for the last 6 years. He's worked hard for Review Tech. And to see Review Tech kind of flip-flop on the situation is disappointing. I've been trying to avoid making this video because I kind of wanted to stay out of the drama and all this, but after talking to Hooft, I can't defend this from Review Tech's side. I cannot defend it at all. This is not what we're being told, that it was like a mutual agreement. They're going separate ways so they can do their own thing, that they would be working together, and a lot of stuff is coming out. So if you want to go to the Discord, you can actually see and listen to some testimony from JKB himself, so you can see this is what I'm dealing with. And then Richard comes out and says, you know what, I deleted the post. Instead of making a public shit show, may the best man win, and by best man I mean I'll win. I do better without parasites attached to me anyway. Like, where's this venom coming from, Review Tech?
Damn.
What? You know, you can see people are supporting him. Money did magically appear. It's called user support, and he got in droves a lot of user support. I mean, the people came to Review Tech's channel, and got to know JKB through the RTU streams. So when he got fired, they went to JKB's streams. He had a birthday stream. He got lots of support because, I mean, what do you expect when you let your friend go the weekend of his birthday?
Damn.
And it's almost like Rich is jealous at this point. I don't know if it had something to do with JKB slowly starting to get a following. You know, he started doing videos, started taking over the streams because Review Tech had personal issues going on that we won't touch on. And then because those were successful, it seems like Review Tech got a little upset and jealous that JKB was building a little following. When JKB announced that he was going to be doing a birthday stream, he got let go. Was it because Review Tech felt JKB wasn't being a sidekick?
He got fired. Yep.
That's speculation on my part, but you can see the Discord is not too happy about Review Tech deleting his messages on Facebook. You can see JKB
this
says,
is the
I'm
holiest man in
myself.
Gaming media.
So, this is where things get interesting because you can see JKB puts a few messages out on the Discord and talks about this. He says he's telling two lies here. One, I'm not spending a cent on the PC that he sent me. I got a sponsorship and they're building me a new PC.
Okay.
So that's one thing that he's debunking, saying that he's not he's not buying parts for the PC that was given to him. Even if he was, why does it fucking matter? The PC is his now.
Right.
He's free to do what he wants with it. He could go and sell it if he fucking wanted to.
Right.
And then you can see there's another post that he said right here. 2, he didn't pay me what was owed. When he fired me, I wasn't mad at him. He asked me how much was owed. I told him the amount, and he said, you are trying to extort me. The channel made half the amount. The issue for him is this. A year and a half ago, I put a retainer into our contract. This means even if we stopped working halfway through a month, I would get paid and not have to worry about getting cut off, which I am not mad happened. I put this in place because he was a nightmare to work with and unreliable at times. When he was told that he would have to pay me this, he said I was extorting, and he paid me half, leaving me in shock.
Wow.
He then brought the PC, which wasn't a gift. It was meant for me to work on his show and bring in money for both of us. He refused to pay me the amount owed. So he's talking about the
Rich
the
trying to
PC
do his
that
editor dirty.
What the hell is this?
to cover the streams that Review Tech was going to be taking breaks on and stuff because real life happened. And then once he got rid of them, he said, "Okay, the PC is the
How the
money I
fuck
owe
a commercial
you."
would be
Even
in
though
your
it was
video,
originally given to him before he was going to be let go, right? So a cop out on that. And a lot of this right now is.
Can you hear me first and foremost? Nah, Jeff, you're gone. You're gone, Jeff. I'm not dealing with your
Right.
bipolar bullshit. You tell me to go fuck myself one day, and I've caught you like a dozen times over the years. Get the fuck out of my fucking stream. I've given you 8 billion chances. Go away. Go fuck yourself. Go in the woods and never come back out. Bottom TV is on there who has called me a sexual predator. You see it? Here, I'll zoom in real fucking close.
Damn, Rich,
Here,
I ain't know
just
you
so
was down
can-
this
so you can
bad,
see
man.
it. Just so you could fucking see it. You fucking brain dead loser virgin fucking retards who have
Damn.
nothing else better to do. Go fuck a fleshlight, Ryan Hot. Here it is. You see it? Give a shit about doxing myself. I've been doxed a billion fucking times. Come suck my fucking dick. Jesus
Wow,
fucking
Rich.
Christ. I ain't doing a fucking one of the goals. I'll do these nighttime goals. I ain't doing anything. All the other shit's going back. I ain't doing a fucking thing back. Jesus fucking Christ. 3 fucking crybabies won't shut the fuck up about it. Shut up.
What the
Shut
fuck
the
is
fuck
going
up,
on
you
with you,
fucking
Rich?
virgin losers.
Today's video was brought to you.
Was demonetized. I got more monetization sometime last year, I believe in November.
Island Gaming got this shit
And,
demonetized? What?
It was demonetized because of someone flagging a video or something like that. Now, most likely it
Who would
is
do that, man?
a pony who did it. However, I did challenge that claim, and let me just say this to the ponies, to the haters. I'm still
PlayStation
alive.
bills,
I'm still alive.
they're striking,
still
getting
alive.
people's channels strike.
Yes, you guys tried to stop me, but I'm still here, man. And guess what? God's willing, I won't be going anywhere anytime soon. But yes, this is the official letter that YouTube sent me. Hey, Island Gaming with Jay. We are happy to share that your YouTube partnership program appeal was successful and your channel can now monetize again. Our team carefully reviewed both your content and your video.
Man, these
appeal.
PlayStation dudes
Your
be
appeal
hating
helped
because
us to
PlayStation
better
going down,
understand how you
man.
create your videos, your content strategy, and your channel's brand. Thanks for submitting an appeal and for your patience while we received it. We realized this was extra work for you and we appreciate your help in improving our review process. So this was the basically the response to my appeal. So I'm back, baby. And let me just say that we are on our way to 2,000 subscribers, but we are not going to stop at 2,000 subscribers.
Okay.
Our next goal would be, the next milestone would be 5,000 subscribers.
Yep.
But until then, we are still working, we are still grinding, and we are still
Yes.
thumping these ponies out left, right, and center. And the
Yeah.
reason for
'Cause
doing it is
PlayStation ain't
because
got
they're
no
sick.
games.
They're sick, and guess what? They need help. They need help. And I have the remedy. I have the antidote to help them to quit being so sick and twisted.
Yeah.
But on a side note, I want to.
They don't like the fact
thank
that,
all
PlayStation ain't got no
those
games.
who have supported me from day one, those who keep showing up every video. Just wanted to say thanks. This cannot be achieved without viewers, of course. So we want to say thanks. If I could have named all of you guys, I would. So I'll just put your names up on the screen. I just want to say thank you. Even some of the ponies, the dialogue is good. So thanks yet again. Now I did try to clip as much names as possible, but it is just too there's too many names, guys. So if I miss your name, I humbly apologize 1,000
I'm glad
times.
that they
I
proved that he
will
was
get your name,
not doing what these
next time
PlayStation
I
dudes
mention,
was striking his
you know,
channels for.
some persons who support. Let me just say that this is a nice
think that's
transition
bogus.
to what the update is going to be. So I was thinking about starting a podcast. Yes, the Let's Get It podcast. You know, this podcast
I would happily
would
join that
be
podcast.
done on Sunday evenings. You know, after you chill with the family, you can tune into this, you know, Let's Get It podcast with Jay, of course. Now, this podcast would recap everything that happened in the week and whatever big news happened on that day. So
Right.
yes, I'm looking to start a podcast now. I still have a lot to learn about streaming and so forth.
Me also.
So yes, I'm starting a podcast. Of course, I would need to have some admin to keep, you know, the order and to keep the peace. Now, if you all notice, none of my videos you ever heard a curse word on any of my videos, because I do not curse,
No.
I do not swear, I do not use profanity in anything I do. I believe one can
Bro, that's what
expand their
PlayStation
vocabulary.
dudes was
One
saying.
could be funny without using any obscenity whatsoever. Right? So that is how I would run my podcast. Of course, no obscenity or what have you. I'll be also be doing something a little different, where it is you guys could send me like voice notes, and I would play it live on the air.
Yeah.
I would you know, play your questions on the air. If I can answer it, I will answer it. Even if, you know, some of the more knowledgeable persons could send a voice note answering other questions, I will do it. Now, all the voice notes would be, you know, vetted before I play it on the air, so to make sure we keep that no obscenity, you know, rule in play. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. Now, I'm looking to see if I can begin the podcast maybe at the end of March or maybe early April. It would all depend on how quick I can get a setup. I just realized that, you know, you need a somewhat capable laptop or desktop in order to stream in a good way. And yes, I'm working towards, you know, saving up some cash to, you know, see if
I joined that.
I
joined that.
purchase
coming out with a
something online
podcast.
to get a okay, you know, setup so I could stream. Now, if you would like to donate to the, you know, to the podcast,
No, I would
donate
like to
for
join
me
the
getting a
podcast.
new setup
I
as
would
fast
donate-
as possible.
donate my time.
Here is my PayPal. Yes, your funds would no doubt be appreciated. I would use it to get a brand new system so I can stream. Now, if it is you can't afford donating anything, no problem. You watching, you subscribing is good enough, right? But if you can and you're willing to, no problem, send it for me. This is my, my PayPal here once again. Right now, all I have money to do is get
nothing like saltwater soup.
Channel, everybody. This is going to be a fun topic to discuss. It's kind of debate-like. We're going to kind of give our side. Definitely jump in the comments and weigh in. Let us know what you think. This is something that has been going around for a while. And then I just recently was watching Pixel Plus and their new podcast, and they weighed in on this topic. And I've had views on this topic, and I just... some of our more recent videos about, you know, physical games disappearing and just video game collecting suck now and things like that, where I don't think it does, and people say yes it does. YouTubers have ruined the hobby.
Hey, here we go.
Had to get him. He's my boy. But I had to get him on Twitter. I was like, what happened to you, Doc? 3 years ago, he's like, exclusives are better for the players. Like, what happened to you?
I ain't gonna say exclusives are
I had to
better,
do
but
it to him.
exclusives
Like,
are
what are you out
very
here
necessary.
saying? I'm tired of that, dude. Exclusives are anti-consumer. Anti-consumer is a misnomer. It's not a term that makes any sense. Why? Because it assumes there are things that are pro-consumer. Nothing's pro-consumer. Every decision these companies make is pro-profit. And if they've convinced you that this is pro-consumer, then you're just a sucker.
What?
Okay, so let me get
That
this
don't
straight.
make no sense.
So what Reforge is saying here is there's no such thing as pro-consumer or anti-consumer, but pro-profit.
Right.
Right, I get that. They want to make the maximum amount of money, but if they're totally anti-consumer, then they're not going to be making any money.
Right.
So they have to be seen, at least be seen as being pro-consumer,
and the prices
which
gotta
would
look all
then
right.
be benefiting the player. I mean, obviously microtransactions are there to be predatory, but instead of charging you $100 for a skin, if they're charging you $5 for a skin,
Right.
that's pro-consumer, right?
Right.
So what's he saying? I mean, sure, the companies are still going to be looking at ways to make money, but they're looking, if they're not exploiting the player, if they're not ripping the player off like some of these gacha games are, where they charge you £100 just for a skin,
Right.
but instead they're charging you like $4.99 for a skin. How is that being anti-consumer?
Right.
I don't know. Let's continue. We're only 48 seconds in.
Because all you're doing is buying into this facade of altruism, this facade of an ideology, so that they can get your money. There's no such thing as pro-consumer. There never has been.
What?
We use these terms because we're like, well, this thing, we've said that about Helldivers. We're like, this monetization is pro-player. And what we really mean is it's leaning toward the player in a way that is, it's something you can interact with. And
So
not
when
feel
it's for
you're being taken
PlayStation, it's
advantage
pro
of.
player.
That is literally the definition of pro-consumer.
Dude, you so. That
It's
dude
literally
crazy.
what I just said. That is literally just what I said.
Yeah.
That is the literal definition of pro-consumer. What?
This dude crazy,
If
man.
you feel that this transaction is not taking advantage of you, it is actually fair, that is pro-consumer. Now, if they turn around and said, hey, for this outfit, we're going to charge you $200, that is anti-consumer.
Right.
But don't be fooled. The only reason they're doing that is because the developers decided this is the best way for us to make profit.
Exactly.
Of course.
Doing this because they know if they are anti-consumer,
If they overprice
will not
it
make
and
a
be
single
anti-consumer,
penny.
they ain't gonna
so
make
they
no
have to
money.
be fair to the consumer, fair to the player, in order to provide a value that they deem is worth investing in. If you go the Diablo route and
You
charge
can clearly
$90
see this dude
for a
don't know nothing
horse,
about
that is anti-consumer.
business, man.
It is imperative that you
$1.99 for a skin. That is pro-consumer. What is he talking about?
I don't know.
It's driven by profit. It's not driven by
crazy.
you. They're not like, well, we really care about the player.
And how do they make profit?
Right. By being
How do they actually
pro-consumer.
make profit? If they price things in an anti-consumer way, where you will not buy it, they make no profit. So they have to take into consideration pro-consumerism, the player, and how the player will react to seeing absurd prices. And obviously, they're not going to spend that money. So then they look at the stuff and say, right, how can we make this fair for the consumer? And then they put out a price that they feel is fair. And if it's not fair, the players let them know it's not fair. And if it is fair, then you see people buying it.
Right.
That is how it works.
No, you care about profitability. Charging for goods and services is anti-consumer. Yeah, the notion that exclusives is anti-consumer, it's like, how many developers have come out and said that building for one ecosystem is better for us?
2. Yoshi P has said that for Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, it should be Peter Hines for Starfield. I think said it. I think it's only those two. And, in reality, that is correct because you can optimize for that platform. But as we've
Right.
seen with Final
Yeah, you
Fantasy
can-
16 and Final Fantasy 7, and we've seen with Starfield on the Xbox console, none of those have been optimized very well. So that notion that developing for one platform, which generally should be true, in those occasions with the two people saying it, clearly is not true. Now, do I think exclusives are anti-consumer? To a certain degree, yes. Do I think they are necessary in order to sell your platform? Yes. Do I see them as a selling point for your platform? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I think they are all bad? No, I don't. I know some people might not like that, but the reality is exclusives are used as a bargaining chip to sell your platform.
When PlayStation doesn't have games, we see articles like this. PlayStation owners have laminated Sony's decision not to release any major first-party games until 2025, but this could actually be a good
Yeah,
thing.
right. These mother's crazy, man. That's that Xbox tax.
You gotta be shitting me. This can actually be a good thing. This isn't the first time the media kind of took up for Sony not having any games.
Right.
This isn't the first
Right.
time they damage control PlayStation not having any first party games. All the way back in 2015. PlayStation doesn't have any first party games for the rest of the year, but that's genius. Genius.
That's genius, right? They talk so
What
much
the
shit
hell is
about
going
Xbox.
on? This is crazy to me, right? PlayStation not having any first parties. It's unacceptable for Xbox not to have a first party title all year. Phil Spencer said this. But punk ass article says taking a full year off could allow Sony's first party studios to leverage the console's hardware to make games that are not just impressive, but definitive of this console generation.
What?
Sony is developing a number of new technologies which could also help fulfill the promise of a generational leap in 2025, as studios could integrate this new tech for the purpose of making inventive boundary-pushing software. If Sony's 2025 first-party games serve as real turning points for the PS5s in terms of fidelity, performance, or some other major features that could reinvigorate the faith that some console owners lost following Totoki's comments. Basically, it will make the company's lack of first-party games in this fiscal year seem reasonable and in the
Get outta
service
here,
of
man.
a greater end rather than disappointing.
They doing
Moreover,
damage
it
control.
will help the latter stage pill go down easier, as it will prove that the PS5 has a meaningful generational advancements, which may argue it hasn't yet.
That's some bullshit.
Are you out of your damn mind?
Says, so Rise of the Tomb Raider is an Xbox exclusive, and in my opinion, nobody wins in that scenario except Microsoft and petty fanboys. Remember Rise of the Tomb Raider,
man.
guys? Remember
Right.
that game being a Xbox
Timed exclusive. And they was
We
sick
didn't know
about
these. Please spare me all of your exclusives are bad for the industry takes. Xbox fans, I'm commenting on what I see. Final Fantasy 16 is a huge get for Sony. It's a business. If Xbox had trotted out anything remotely this big as an exclusive, you'll be celebrating it loudly. Xbox lack of compelling games won't be fixed next year. Microsoft still has a lot of catching up to do. These lack of exclusives has been the real problem
See how
for the
they do
Xbox
Xbox,
Series
man?
X and S generation. Now this was January of 2023.
That's that Xbox tax, man.
This article was written pretty much a year ago.
Yeah, it's a lot of drama going on in the gaming industry right now, man. It's a whole lot of drama. But yeah, man, it's bad right now, man. That's why I took a break from social media, man. I get tired of all the lies and all the bullshit that be going on, man. You know, like as far as gaming go, you know, I'm not getting into all that console war shit like that, you know, but I will defend the system that I bought, that I know that's a great system. And, you know, whether PlayStation fans admit it or not, man, Xbox is a great system, man. And, yeah, man, it's a real Xbox tax out there going on, man. And, you know, without further ado, thank y'all for watching. like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. All the bullshit going on, man. And until next time, guys, y'all too old to be playing video games. All this bullshit going on in the gaming industry, man.